Hi, this is Eric Erb from The Eric Erb Show Live. You can find me online at theericerbshow.com and, of course, twitter.com/, The Eric Erb Show. And I'm on anchor.fm. That's anchor.fm / The Eric Erb Show Live. You can always find me on Spreaker.com / The Eric Erb Show Live. And, of course, my new platform, podbean.com / Eric Erb Show Live. I want to talk to you today about something, article I was just reading here right under our noses. Nobody's saying a damn thing about it, of course. And that is, why are 712 people in Washington State being monitored for the coronavirus? They're being monitored. They haven't been diagnosed with the coronavirus, but they are being monitored with possible signs of the coronavirus. They're not being tested. Nobody seems to know. The coronavirus, the propaganda out there in Washington State is starting to mirror, discredit lies of communist China. According to health officials in Washington, only one person's been confirmed and affected with the actual coronavirus there in Washington State. But they're saying 712 people are being monitored for possible infections, and they don't know. Nobody's saying a damn thing. So you got to figure something out, folks. The media is not going to tell you. The media is going to send you misinformation. Everybody out there is going to send you misinformation. I get my news from alternative news. I have alternative news resources all over the globe. And, of course, on twitter.com / The Eric Erb Show. I have a decent-sized following of a little over 110,000, 111,000 people. Before Twitter, back in 2018, decided to take just literally millions and millions of people, and supposedly they thought they were fake accounts or fake followers. So they ended up taking, 1 million people from Donald Trump, 1 million people from Barack Obama. And so I lost 184,000 people in 2018 through Twitter. Long story short is I still have very good resources on Twitter, news sources all over the world. And I don't just rely on Twitter, because Twitter can be a lot of bullshit. We all know that, just like Facebook is censoring and playing games with people. Even I have an Instagram account. Instagram likes to, since they're controlled by Facebook, they like to play all this bullshit games and everything else and censorship. So I go to reliable resources, and one of the resources that I go to that has just a plethora of many good news resources, health, wealth, politics, religion, just about everything, and that's called censored.news, censored.news. And so in there I follow, probably about 40, 50, 60 different reliable news sources that I've grown to weed out the worst ones and only the best. And in censored.news, I can pull just about anything and everything. You have news sources such as the Gateway Pundit, naturalnews.com, InfoWars. I know a lot of people out there don't like InfoWars, but I have a neutral opinion of Alex Jones. The SGT report, very reliable. News Sentinel, very reliable. News Target, very reliable. So I have a lot of different news sources out there. Even Breitbart is one of them as well. So I have a lot of very good, accurate, reputable, reliable news sources. So I wanted to throw this out here to you right now, and just give you a heads up. They're only saying, again, one case is positive and confirmed in Washington State. They've tested 24 that are negative. They thought might have had the coronavirus. and of course, out of a total of 25 tested. So 24 out of 25 do not have the coronavirus, where one case is documented. Well, again, you can't believe everything they hear. Why are they coming out with an article saying that 712 people are under public health supervision in the state of Washington? So again, that makes you suspicious, and this is public knowledge and public record. These people probably have the coronavirus. It just hasn't started to multiply yet, and it hasn't started to goes through like an incubation process kind of, and then after they're saying 14 to 16 days, then just boom. Why it's in the incubation process, you really can't detect and see if you have it or not. It's kind of hard to detect, since the virus is just changing, and the virus is very, very hard to detect. People could have it, be walking around for weeks and not have it, and then maybe on the third week just drop over and they're dead. They're only saying the WHO might have a 3.5 to maybe 4% kill rate, meaning out of every person, only 3.5. I don't know how you get a half a person, but 3.5 to about 4 people that it's actually going to kill, which that's not true. I've been reading another article the other day that's saying if you really have the coronavirus, we're not talking about the flu, even though it's flu season in China. They're not talking about that. So they're saying over in China, for another hand, they're saying, okay, we have, we might have 2,000 or 5,000 people infected, but out of those 3,000 people are okay. Well, they're not telling you they're diagnosing everybody over in China, since it is flu season right now in China. Everybody that has the flu is automatically being diagnosed with the coronavirus. This is the problem of misinformation. So the people that do get it are going to die. I was reading an article the other day that pretty much basically said, since it's a bioweapon that was created man-made, the kill rate's 100%. So you get it. I'm sorry. If I'm still around and the rest of us are still around, we'll come to your funeral, because if you get it, there's no way out. You are going to die. So not to sound like I'm a fearmonger, just to let you know, just an update about Washington State, that 712 people in Washington State are being monitored for the coronavirus. So this shit's spreading, folks. You must take precautions. Stock up on food, get rubber gloves, get special protective clothes if you can find anything. I know I've got a little supply of masks here in my own personal home. Even that, any little thing helps. You must protect yourself and wash your hands, cover your face, and use hand sanitizer. That's what they're saying. But of course, that's all they can say, because guess what? You can't stop this shit. This shit, once it gets you, you're dead. So it doesn't matter, but that's what they're telling the general public. Wash your hands, use sanitizer, use a mask, blah, 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 and use rubber gloves, and you'll be okay. Not true at all. If you get this, it can even, you could touch, example, if somebody had coronavirus and they touched a dollar bill or a $5 bill or money, and you touch the same money, that touch, that germs from that person that was contaminated with coronavirus can get spread to you. And a lot of people are like, oh, Eric, you're crazy. They're already saying if you touch things, the same thing, even a door handle that somebody touched 10 minutes ago and they're walking around, they didn't know they had the coronavirus, you will get the coronavirus. Guaranteed. But they're not telling the public that because they don't want to start a nationwide panic in the United States of America. Of course, they're never going to tell us the truth. This is how these sons of bitches are over here. They're lying motherfuckers is what these people are. These people, the deep state, everybody's all in bed. They're all in this together. They all want to depopulize or depopulation throughout the world. They want to eliminate as many people as possible. And this is the perfect storm in order to do that. And they absolutely, people think I'm crazy. Just watch it. I was telling some friends of mine here this evening. I said, you watch it 90 or 120 days. Apple has already stopped production of the iPhone in China. This is big news. Nobody's picking this up. The media isn't paying attention. Now you think about that. Apple is almost $1 trillion company. They've stopped production of the iPhone in China. What does that mean if a company like Apple has stopped production in China? Well, I'm going to tell you what it means. It means economic collapse, global economic collapse. So if you don't believe me, mark my words. We'll see where we are in 90 or 120 days. I guarantee this shit's going to spread all over the world. It's already spreading to every corner of the world. This shit's going to be everywhere, including down the street, and God only knows, and how many states, if not all the states here in the United States. Everybody's going to get this, and there's going to be a whole lot of fucking people that are going to die in the millions. So think about that. Not to scare you, but you better take precautions now. It's going to be here in the next 120 days. It's going to be too late. This is Eric Erb from The Eric Erb Show Live. You can find me online at TheEricErbShow.com, and of course on Twitter.com/The Eric Erb Show, and on Anchor.fm. That's Anchor.fm. I'd love if you want to subscribe. Would love to have your subscription. Would love to be able to get this information in your hands and get this to you just as soon as possible. And then of course on Spreaker.com /The Eric Erb Show Live, and on Podbean /Eric Erb Live. This is Eric Erb from The Eric Erb Show Live, signing off.